Hi there, Mike St. Amour here, also known as Precise26. In this video, I am going to explain to you a certain little quirk about trend lines, supports, and resistances that you may not know. Some do, some don't. I notice most don't, so I thought this would be very helpful. Now, drawing this resistance line here, we can see, excuse me, we can see a sort of a break here. Now, for starters, I would wait for 3 bounces, of course. 1, 2, third bounce broke through. To me, that's invalid. I wouldn't even consider that a line. Some people would, and they would trade off of this, which is fine. That's their strategy. Everybody has their own strategy. Now, the thing about this is that this line can be drawn in different ways, and it varies. And trend lines, supports, and resistances are actually areas. They're not pinpoint spots. So you can't just say if this hits 2500 or if it passes 2500, then it's broken, get in, it's done. It just doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. It's actually an area. So your support should be, or your resistance should be like 26 to 2650 or something like that. You know, it should be an area. And the reason I say that is because there's differences between them on each time frame. So on the 1 hour, this is broken, but on the 4 hour, again, it does look broken. It does look broken. However, if you take the line and you draw it from the close price, then it still looks broken, but then you can adjust again, and there we are, it's not broken. Now, this could be drawn in many different ways, and you should try to do the best one you can. And the reason I'm saying this for you to change up the way you draw your lines and be like more liberal with it is because you need to trade with the most conservative line, not the one, like, don't choose the one that looks broken. So this one looks broken. You should be looking for ways that might be wrong, that could be not broken, right? Some way that it's going to trick you. You should always look for that. So right now, this looks broken. It's even got maybe 3 bounces. This may be tradable, but if I go down like that, then even now it's still broken, and I still might trade off of it. But looking at that more conservative point, there we are. So when you're drawing from a close point, you don't have to draw from the close point here. This is a whole area of resistance here. This whole area is an area of resistance, not just a pinpoint. This whole area is an area where I can place this line depending on what's happening. And the lower I go, the more conservative, the more this one goes up. So that's what we want. We want the most conservative line. You might see that, get your 3 bounces, and then take the break on that, but then there's a line right very close here. Is this the line we want? Is that the way it needs to be? Well, I don't know. There's a more conservative one. You see that? I could go there. I could go here. I could, you know, maybe I can go there. It just depends. Maybe I'll go here. This is even more conservative. That's the line. The most conservative one. That's what you want. So, in summary, trend lines, supports, resistances, they're areas, not pinpoint spots. You can't just trade off of a break of a pinpoint spot. That's why a lot of signals don't work. So just keep that in mind. Try to be more liberal with your trend lines. Be open-minded to this type of thing. You want to be in the most safe and successful trades you can possibly make. So definitely want to choose the most conservative line, and you want to play with those lines. Don't be stuck in your ways on the close price or on the top of the line. Just find some way to make it look like it's not breaking when it's breaking, because when it breaks, or when it starts to come up to the line, it always kind of looks like it's going to break. So keep that in mind. People rush in, they jump in, and then it switches the other way, and then they don't make money. So just keep that in mind. Anyhow, I hope this was helpful. So please like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. I'm sure others would. And have a great night.